Teacher shortages continue to hamper schools in Indiana. There are over 2,700 vacant educator positions in the state. Isabella Vesperini joins us from Bedford North Lawrence High School to tell us more about how school corporations and universities are addressing the issue.
Thanks, Joe. Rural areas like Bedford are being hit especially hard by the lack of teachers entering the profession. I spoke with a teacher at Bedford North Lawrence High School to see how she and other teachers are coping. It's hard for Lacey Hawkins, a social studies teacher, to find a work-life balance when her job is so demanding. She described the hourly pay as abysmal when it's calculated by the many hours she works.
I get here around 6:30 and school starts at 8, and I'm not the first one in the parking lot. I pull in and there's a half dozen cars in the small lot where I park. And so I know, and same thing when I leave, like sometimes I leave after dark and there's still cars in the parking lot.
Bedford's high school is missing a Spanish teacher. Finding math and science teachers is also a challenge. Even though teacher salaries within the district have gotten closer to the state average, vacancies often attract only 1 or 2 applicants. When Hawkins started teaching 15 years ago, the field was much more competitive.
I went through 2 rounds of interviews to get my job. And now it's like someone applied, right? Like we will hire them. And there are consequences of that.
Among the state's vacant educator positions, which range from administration to school operations, more than 1,400 are teaching specific roles. Nationally in 2023, there were over 55,000 open K-12 teaching positions.
It's a really stressful job. We're getting teachers to do more with less time. We've added over the last 20 years lots of things to teachers' plates. We've added and mental health crises to their plates. We've added gun violence to their plates.
To account for the open teacher positions, Hawkins says they combine classes or outsource and find an online teacher, often from the staff of Vincennes University or Indiana State University.
And that's frustrating for those kids, because they like the human interaction and the ability for a teacher to be in the room doing things, manipulating things, and setting up simulations and things like that.
According to the Indiana Educator Job Board, there are 10 full-time positions and 3 part-time positions open within the Monroe County Community School Corporation.
I wouldn't describe our situation as having a shortage. I would describe our situation as having a smaller candidate pool than 10 or 15 years ago.
MCCSC offers various benefits, professional development opportunities, and instructional coaches to help support and retain teachers. Many students from IU School of Education also go on to teach in MCCSC schools, helping fill open positions. But turnover for young teachers is relatively high.
Those individuals, after 2 or 3 years, sometimes will make the decision to relocate. They'll move back closer to home. They'll move to a location where a significant other has a job.
Salaries within the corporation are competitive. For the 2023-24 school year, MCCSC's starting salary for a teacher with a Bachelor of Science was $52,150 and $55,275 for a Master of Science. Those salaries increased nearly $5,000 for the 2024-25 school year. Across the state, for the 2023-24 school year, the average teacher salary was $60,557, according to the Indiana Education Employment Relations Board. Various education bills are being proposed in this legislative session to raise the minimum salary, but some are worried about losing collective bargaining rights, which allow teachers' unions to negotiate teacher pay.
When that happens, I unfortunately foresee a huge exodus of certified teachers to other states where those measures are still in place.
The teacher shortage is highest in math, science, and special education. Over the last 10 to 20 years, Cuenca has seen fewer students pursuing an education degree at IU.
I think the enthusiasm for the population that we have to be teachers is still remaining high. Some of our programs, we used to be 20 strong each year, are now down to 4 or 5 each year.
By committing herself to teaching and providing her students with a positive experience, Hawkins hopes she can help them see the value in education.
Sometimes that they say, I like this, I would like to do this. They want to give to the next generation. So, I mean, it's small, but I think that's, for me, the best I can see is, like, all I can do is just give 100%, like, give my best to these kids and hope that they take that and make a bigger impact on the world.
For Indiana News Desk, I'm Isabella Vesperini.